Hello everybody, it is Arison CM, author and entrepreneur. I just wanted to do a recap of this morning's Water Prayer for Life. We are starting a new series, Preparing for Increase, God's Plan. So I'm so excited about this series, and we are going to be talking about a different topic related to God's plan and the things that keep us from his plan each day. As I looked on New Year's and a couple days after, I looked at all the different posts about all these New Year's resolutions. All of those New Year's resolutions pointed to increase. And so before we can get that increase, we have to prepare ourselves to receive that. Because if we put ourselves in a situation that we are not ready for, it's not going to have the best outcomes. And so we talked this morning about God's plan. God has a purpose and a plan for each one of our lives. And this plan is going to propel us in a direction that God wants us. It's going to make us better in every way. It's going to give us fulfillment. It's going to do all kinds of things for us. And so we oftentimes miss it because we have issues in our life. And so one of the things that we talked about today was us. And we talked about how we get in our own way of God's plan for our life. Before we can walk on God's plan, we have to submit to him. The Bible talks about submission all throughout it. But how many times do we have all these things in our lives and we refuse to let them go? If we are refusing to let something go, then that means that we are refusing to change. And it's going to be hard for God to work with us when we are doing that. Another thing is negative thoughts and nasty attitudes. We have all of these things going through our minds, and those things cause us to develop a nasty attitude. We are listening to lies. We are listening to people tell us that we are not good enough. We are listening to people who are being critical. We are looking around at people's lives and we're wondering why our life is not like theirs. And all of this is contributing to our negative thoughts. We are feeding ourselves daily, and we are believing the lies that people are telling us from the media, from others, from families, from situations. And all of these things are piling up in our minds. And what they are creating are negative thoughts, turning into negative, nasty attitudes. And those feelings turn into self-limiting behaviors. I can't do it because my family said I can't. I can't do it because I have too many kids. I can't do it because I was labeled this. And so all of these things keep us from God's plan. And so before we can position ourselves for increase, we have to take care of the issues surrounding ourselves. Now, we are not to take care of those things alone, but if we take our negative thoughts and nasty attitudes and our self-limiting behavior, and if we submit to God, then he can work in those things. But God is not going to work in those things and just put you on his plan, and you're still holding on to this, you're still holding on to this, and whatever else is going through your mind. So we have to have the courage, and that's what the water prayer was this morning. We have to have the courage to let go and trust God in the things that he is telling us. God has a path that he stays on. He's here. He never left that path. We are the ones that's leaving the path because he put us here, but we're up here, and we're up here. God is not going to chase us all around our emotions to get our attention. So keep that in mind for this new year, and just do a self-assessment of yourself and where you are in life.